Oh, I'm hungry. Run the thing. What are you saying, my beautiful people? It's me, Rolf Riley, and I'm here today with another video for you to talk about being in the kitchen, cooking healthy meals for you and your family while you're in this lockdown season, this quarantine. And we want to be eating healthy. We don't want to be putting on that extra weight when we're outside. So let's go through the ingredients that we're going to be using today in our healthy meal. Okay, so we have here our items for our lockdown recipe. We have some extra virgin olive oil. We have some quinoa, good source of protein. We have some mushrooms, which are really good for you. Red onion, tomato puree, some garlic, ginger, turmeric. We have some chickpeas, frozen okra sliced, frozen red peppers, yellow peppers. I prefer to use fresh, but I'm just using what I have at the moment. And you're probably wondering, what is this? This is actually sea moss and bladderwrack. I made into a jelly. If you don't know what sea moss is or bladderwrack is, do some research. Search up. There's loads of videos on sea moss and bladderwrack. Very good for your body. Very good for your body, especially good for radiation. People put them in smoothies, which I drink every day. But I also like to put a little bit in my food as well. Okay? So let's get on with today's video. Yeah. So first of all, I'm going to chop up the ginger, the garlic and the turmeric. Okay. One thing I'd say about the turmeric, if you don't want to have orange hands, wear some gloves. But me personally, I don't mind. It stains your hands orange. As you see here, garlic, turmeric, ginger. Now, I don't know if anyone else does this, but this is something I like to do. As you see, we have our Nutra Ninja. I like to throw all these in the Nutra Ninja in my little cup here. And the reason I do this is because I'm going to make a sauce with my ginger, my turmeric, and my garlic. Add some water to the mixture. Not too much, just a little bit. Okay. We put our lid on. That on. Okay, oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so we'll put that aside because we're not going to use this yet until we start cooking. Okay, now I'm going to chop up the onion. Normally I'll be chopping up the peppers as well, but like I said, I'm using frozen ones. I would actually prefer to use fresh ones, but just for today's purpose and what I've got on me at the moment, we're going to use frozen. So yeah, let's chop up this onion. Oh God, my eyes are watering. Nice and chopped up. Now I'm going to prepare my mushrooms, my frozen mushrooms. I'm just going to chop them up. We'll put these aside for later. Okay, let's prepare our chickpeas. As you see here, I'm going to just fill these up with some water. And what I like to do is I like to take the shells off the chickpeas. I just think you get a better taste from them when you're cooking them. And what you're going to see, you're going to start seeing these sort of shells coming off. Give it a rinse, maybe up to 4 times. As you see here, nicely deshelled. There's still going to be a few shells, but not to worry. It's not like you can't eat them. I just don't like having them on. But yeah, let's put these aside for a bit later. Okay, now to prepare the quinoa. So what we're going to do, we're going to measure out 100 grams of quinoa and we're going to rinse it. Yeah, we have 100 grams. And we just want to rinse the quinoa. With cold water. And drain the water. Okay, prepared. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, have your pan. You need to turn on the fire. I normally turn it to gas mark 5. I like it nice and hot. Then what we're going to do now, we're going to put some olive oil in the pan. I would normally use coconut oil, but they say it's not good to cook with coconut oil. So we're going to use some extra virgin olive oil. Lovely. So while the oil in the pan is just getting hot, I'm just going to go get another pot. I'm going to turn the heat on that one to high, and I'm going to put 300 milliliters of water in there to boil, because that's what we're going to heat up the quinoa with. Now, the pot with the hot oil, we're going to throw the onions in, because we want the onions to start cooking. I love that sizzling noise. Now what I like to do here is I like to add the cayenne pepper to the onions. It's like I'm seasoning the onions. Now what we want to do is we're going to get the frozen peppers. As I said before, I prefer to use fresh, but we're just going to use the frozen ones that we have. And what you want to start doing is start stirring that around, so that the peppers and the onions absorb most of the olive oil. And as you see, our peppers, our onions are starting to boil nicely. So when you get to this section here, we're going to go back to the turmeric, ginger and garlic mixture. We don't want to pour too much of it in there. We're just going to pour that in. And we have a little bit left for another meal for another day. And we want to mix that in. So we've got nice hot mixture. We see that the onions and peppers are starting to cook. Now we want to add in our frozen okra. All we're going to do is throw our okra inside the mixture. All of it. And all you want to start doing is mixing your okra into the mixture. I don't eat meat, but if you are a meat eater, you can make this with like lamb, beef. I wouldn't say so much chicken. I wouldn't think it would taste. I used to eat meat, and I don't think it would taste too good in chicken. You can use fish, saltfish, tuna. Use whatever you want. But I'm just going to stick to the vegetables. Bit of okra. Now we're starting to boil with that. I'm going to throw our mushrooms in. And we'll mix that in. As you see, we're starting to get this nice mixture. Our water's coming to a boil now, so let's add our quinoa. We need to turn down the fire and add our quinoa in. So now we're going to let the quinoa simmer. We turn down the heat, and now we concentrate on our main dish. What I also like to do, I like to wash up as I go along. So everything I'm using, I like to wash. So I haven't got a load of dishes to wash after I finish cooking. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to add our chickpeas, which we have here. So we throw them in. Get rid of that. And we mix our chickpeas into the mixture. Yeah, boy. Mixing, 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 mixing. If you knew how good this smelled. Remember, I'm using these things here. Like, for instance, you can use eggplant. Normally I would put eggplant in here as well. Just gives it a bit more of a fulfilled taste. Like I said, you can use meat. You can use anything you want to make this. But if you're at home, you just want to make a quick meal for you and the family, something nice and healthy, this is the way to go. At the beginning of the video, I forgot to add our amino acids as one of our ingredients. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to just spray some amino acids in the mixture. So we're going to mix that in. Gives it a nice taste. It kind of smells a bit like soy sauce, but just a healthier version. Add to your food, give your food a bit of a nice taste. I'm not measuring anything I put in here. I just throw things in. You know, if it tastes good, it tastes good. If it don't, it don't. I still eat it. I'm greedy. I like having a little spice to my food, but right now I don't have any Scotch bonnet. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to use some Dun Rivers hot sauce. Just going to throw that in. Not too much. And I'm going to mix that into my mixture. Give it a nice kick. You've probably never seen this in here before. It's something that I made up. This is a Rolf Riley special. So don't listen to anyone if they told you they've seen it before, because they haven't. I just made it up. Now we want to create our own sauce. Okay, so what I like to do, I get some tomato puree. Puree, I don't know how to say it. It's tomatoes. And what I do, I squeeze that in there. Squeeze loads of it in there, because we want a sort of tomato base. This is something I learnt from my mum when she used to make saltfish for me. Okay, so what you want to do is have the kettle pre-boiled. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. And all you want to do is pour some hot water on top of the tomato puree, and you want to mix that in nice and slowly into your meal. You don't want to overflow it with water, because then you'll get too watery. But we want to kind of make a nice tomato base, nice tomato sauce. There should be enough water for us today. And we carry on mixing. I like to carry on mixing my food as I cook, because then it doesn't get stuck to the pan. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn down the heat just a slight bit to like gas mark 3. Actually, let's do gas mark 2. And what we're going to do, we're going to leave this to simmer for a little while, just while the quinoa is getting cooked. Okay, so I just want you to have a look at this closely. Our food's cooking nicely, and our quinoa is starting to suck up all the water. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the quinoa to our mixture. Bet you wasn't thinking I would do that, did you? No, you didn't. But look, nice quinoa, boom, in the pot. In the pot we go. Just take that off. And now what we want to do is mix the quinoa into our mixture. I do apologise, this is the first time I've done a cooking video, so if the angles are not the greatest, I haven't got one of them big kitchens with the big counters, you know, but I hope you get the main reason I'm doing this video. You need to build your immune system. This is the main reason, you know, and this is the way I've been eating for a while now. And you know, you just feel better for eating this way. And with this mixture, you can have it with anything. Like I said, you can add meat, anything you want really. Try it at home. Leave in the comment section, you know. If you've tried this mixture at home or you've made your own version, leave it in the comments down below. Let me hear what your version of this meal would be. All I know is I'm gonna smash this in. I might just sprinkle it over some mashed sweet potato. You want rice, you can have it with rice, pasta, anything you want. Even eat it on its own. There's loads of protein, loads of good stuff in here for you. So we're gonna leave that on there for a little while, just to boil, to simmer and cook properly. Yeah, and we'll see what it looks like after. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So I've left it to simmer for about 20 minutes. I'm just gonna do my final mixture and I'm ready to eat, boy. Me hungry. You know what, thank God for my mother who taught me how to cook. Thank God. Teach your kids how to cook. Yeah, look at this. Oh, amazing. Yeah. And there you have it. We're done. We're finished. A nice healthy meal for you and your family to enjoy. Why don't you go in the kitchen and maybe cook the food with your child? Start teaching them how to eat healthy. Stop taking them to McDonald's, KFC and all these sort of fast food restaurants. And all they're doing is killing their immune system. You want to start building their immune system from now. Try it at home. You never know. You might love it. Listen, if you liked today's video, I'll be more than grateful if you hit the like button. And please share with your friends and family. Also, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you never miss a video that I put out. Listen, I'm Ralph Riley and I want you to stay positive. Have a blessed week. Go get it. God loves you. Peace.